My name is Jana and you're watching Finnish Knitting Stories. And today, it's the time. It's that time of the year, time to face the music, time to create horrible mess in my craft room and go through all my WIPs and UFOs, works in progress, unfinished objects, everything I have here that has not yet been finished. Let's see if we can find something to frog today. I hope we can. And let's keep the count. And again, is your guess more or less than last year? I do these videos every year at around the same time, beginning of the year. Nice way to start your year at looking at all your WIPs, and it always motivates me to finish some things. I have to admit, some things in this room are very old. And I don't prepare for this episode. I don't make notes. I want to be surprised when I open a bag and find the treasure. So let's dive right in. After admin stuff, you can find me on Instagram as Kittenits and on Ravelry as Kittenits. On Ko-fi and Patreon as Finnish Knitting Stories, and all the patterns and the bag makers and whatever else I can link. I will try to put in the description box down below. If something is missing, poke me. So, do we just dive in? Let's just pick one and go. It's a toughie. Okay, let's start with this beautiful bag. That was a gift. From Antse, lovely crafter from Latvia. I got it last summer, and yeah. There is something very exciting in there, but I have put it on a break. It's the foxtail, the shadow knitting fox on the run fox. I'll put, if I don't remember the name or the designer, you can see it on the screen, and there will be a link to something down. So this lovely thing. This lovely thing that I started, yes, it's a bit wrinkled. There, no. Let's try other way. I don't know, can you see? I'm gonna find a better spot to record. You can't see anything, can you? There is a foxtail coming through. I put it on a break because I started... Why did I put this on a break? Because I was doing Mystery Shawl by Westnitz. Could that be the reason? I don't know. But I love this thing. It does require fair amount of concentration that I'm often lacking. And it does feel like quite an autumnal project. But I think I could work on it. Like, not put it fully on a back burner, but work on it from time to time. Whenever I feel inspired and crisp enough to count all the stitches, because honestly I can't see a thing when I'm knitting it, but it's fun, and it's definitely gonna be finished. Okay. I'll make the key pile right there. The place where I'm usually recording, the corner where you see me, is right there. Sometimes you can see the plant. This is the same side of the room, just... Yes, okay, let's make a pile right there. Next one. I think I know what's in there. A very old sock. This is a makeup bag. It's not even a project bag, but it has moments on it, and it's lovely color, and it matches the socks that are inside that kind of need to be frogged. I was trying to make a sock pattern. Why? I don't know. It's been years. These are probably... I think a stitch marker just flew somewhere. And first of all, yeah, I dyed this yarn. I dyed this yarn. They were 2 little cakes of 50 grams, I think, each. And they were, what are they doing? They are like in a gradient. So from darker to lighter, and I was trying to write up a sock pattern First of all, toe up sock. Who am I? I have no idea. I'm not a sock knitter. I'm not a pattern designer, but I don't know. I felt inspired. Here are two versions of lace. This one that I was frogging, and then this one with lovely leaves that I actually liked very much. But I realized very quickly I'm not gonna finish it. So I don't know. I could just knit the other sock like this. But I have no idea what I have done here. And I don't believe I have saved the notes. So, yeah. I don't know. Do I sit on my legs? I'm sitting on the floor. And my legs will probably fall asleep at some point. Because, you know. So, yeah. I have pulled the needles out. I'm planning to frog these. And, yeah. So that goes to a frog pile. I'm not sure why I haven't done that yet. I think I say this every year, but okay, let's make a frog pile. There. My nose is getting itchy. Something is itching my nose. Okay, let's just grab the next one. Lovely bag by Bertie and Poppet. Bertie and Poppet theme is going to be running very strong around here. Oh, I know what's in here. I know what's in here. And I have no excuses for not finishing it. Because it's lovely. It's lovely. It's patterned by Veera Välimäki from her book Stripes. I forgot the name. They are all women's names, and I forgot the name of this because it's been on my needles for many years. I messed up at one point, then I ripped back. I think I picked it up last summer and worked on it for a while. It's a lovely top. I have yarn. I have dyed the yarn for it. It's in a tweed. Raven and Oyster I have here, Kettu yarns, and it's actually not even that much work. It's a short sleeve, so there are itty bitty little sleeves and then just the stripy body. Why I haven't finished it, I have no idea. But I would like to finish it because I think it's something that I would actually wear. Even though it's not in bright colors, but you need some neutrals as well sometimes. So let's put this in the finish pile. Maybe this year is the year. Okay, this is a lovely bag by Nova Melina. She doesn't make bags anymore. It's a lady from Finland. She doesn't make bags anymore. So, but yeah, I have one. Oh. Oh. I actually wanted to restart it. I know, it doesn't look like much. It's a pattern by a Japanese designer, I think. Midori Hirose? Junko Okamoto? Midori Hirose, I would say. I don't remember the pattern name. It's in mohair, held double. And I started it very, very long time ago. And I don't know why I didn't work more on it, but I'm not sure what's happening here. I don't remember what was happening here. So if I work on it, I will have to like really restart it from beginning. But here we are with this. I think I will put it in a frog pile because there is nothing much to look at it. And whenever I'm ready, I can start from beginning. So this one has to go into frog pile. Go there. Sorry, I hope it's not, the mic is not picking up the taps, me throwing things around the room. Okay. Another lovely bag by Bertie and Puppet with foxes on it, of course. Should I come closer to you? I have a lot of bags between us. What's in here? Oh, it's a Rai Rai Sweater by Leni Hoimela in Finnish wool. I'm using 3 different colors. It's in Yellow Villa Vuona. I'm striping them, and one is this this variegated, and 2 are solid. And I dropped the stitch marker because I have, do I still have cable in? I have the cable in, but I have pulled off the needles because I needed them, and I haven't put any stoppers on. Well, It's been sitting here for quite a while. It's very wrinkled. It's looking very bad, but I would still like to finish it because I think it would make a lovely sweater. I'm sorry for not finishing you. Probably something more shiny and exciting came along. That happens sometimes. But, well, you get the idea. I have even separated for the sleeves. So, again, no excuses not to finish it. I'm not sure if you can see. I'll turn the back. If you can see, but I am striping. There is a stripe, there is a stripe, there is a stripe. I'm trying to make stripes to use up all the yarn that I bought really long time ago, and I bought it together. I have more of this and not much of the other two, but I think I could try to finish it. Okay, if I don't finish it this year, I'm frogging it next year, but for now we will put it in a finish pile. There was a short interruption by the dogs because they decided to bark at imaginary things. Okay, next one. The bag was a gift from a knitting friend. It's Van Dyck design. Prince Edward County, so in Canada. And the thing inside is something that I definitely want to finish. But I think I'm waiting for spring. It's Romantasy by Jackie Verbeek. It's the assigned pooling shawl that I started last year, and I really want to work on it. Here is a little beginning of it, and I don't know, it got pushed to the side again by other things. It always happens. But yes, I will be working on it in spring. Let's go to the next one. What's in this lovely bag by Knitter Bag? What is in here? What is it? Oh, that's an oldie. That is an oldie. That's a No Frills Cardigan by Petite Knit that I started very long time ago. I think I tried to work on it after the last episode, and I did a little bit. I can even see how much I did last year because the gauge looks a bit different. It's a lovely color. It's a lovely cardigan. It's in drops mohair and my own hand dyed in oyster. I combined these two, and I would really like the finished piece. Not sure if I want to knit it, but I would like the finished object because I had a grey cardigan like this. It was store-bought and I've worn it. I wore it to pulp. And it's not in a good enough condition to be worn anymore, and I thought I could make myself one, and I started this. And as you can see, I didn't get too far. I haven't even separated 4 sleeves. Should we give it another chance? What do you think? It was started really many years ago. Okay, if I don't do it this year, I'm frogging it next year, yeah? Is that good enough? I'm delaying the pain. Okay, but let's be optimistic and put it in a finish pile. Love is all you need. This is also a makeup bag that my mom gave me. She got it for free with some purchase. She bought something from the store, from the cosmetics store, and they threw a bag on top of her purchase, and she said, I don't need it. You can use it as your knitting bag. And actually, it is quite handy. It is quite handy. It's sturdy. I had sock project in here, but now I think it's something else. Oh, it's something that's going to frogging pile. How exciting. Well, it was the beginning of a hat. Beginning of a hat in... Not sure what yarn. I would say drops. I would say drops baby merino and drops kid silk. I started a hat for my mom. And then she changed her mind about the color. Because she bought... I started this. She bought another coat and then she wanted a brighter hat. So I made her orange, red. It was a while ago, and this one just stayed like this, and I think I'm gonna frog it. I don't need another beige hat. I have a beige hat. So, and she has a beige hat too, without the mohair. I need her another one without the mohair in thicker merino, with nice cables. So this can go to frog pile, and yeah. I don't think anyone wants this hat. So there it goes. Okay, what do we have here? What do we have here? Oh, this is also old. This is also really, really old, and I feel bad for not finishing it because it would be absolutely lovely. So it's Migla. It's a shawl pattern by lovely Ines Sang. It's a free pattern. I know why I'm not knitting it, because it's on 3mm needles. And I love knitting on 3.5 or 4. But I would like to finish it, just because it's Latvian designer. This is Finnish wool. It's Kettu Yarns Kotiwool in rhubarb, in rabarberry. And yeah, it's there will be lace coming, and it's a lovely little pattern. So still going to finish pile, don't know when, like to WIP pile, not frogging it, not yet. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, here is, oh, it's double bagged. Here is one that's actually already, the destiny has been decided. I'm frogging it. No, how do I show? Like this? Yes. Oh, it actually looks so nice. This is VillapesuTee. I was knitting on it. I was knitting on it many years ago. I don't know, is this 3 years old? 4 years old? Maybe? Whenever they actually, I started it before they released the pattern. I don't know. I have pulled the needles out, so I know I'm frogging it. The pattern, it's not an actual pattern. It's a very like brief recipe. In Finnish. By VillapesuOhjelma. Two sisters, they have a podcast in Finnish, and I think I picked it from their videos. I'm not sure is there anything on Ravelry. But it's been years, and I don't think I'm gonna knit on it. I could just free this yarn and do something else. I don't know. I'm not sure I would wear it in this color combo. I think I regret it. It's a nice color. I don't know. It is kind of nice, but I already pulled the needles out. I think I made the decision ages ago that I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm putting it in a frog pile. The bag is by Hubby and Co. I bought it really long time ago. There you go. There. And the other baggie, this was also a gift from a friend. It's a nice frame bag with foxes. It has a metal frame inside. And I know what I have here, and I'm struggling with this. I have pulled the needles out of this, but it's on a cable. I started another Kappa by Veera Välimäki. It's this giant, very lightweight tube thing that you... Oh, now the sun. Sorry. I think I'm gonna lower the curtain because you won't be able to see anything. Hold on. Okay, is this better? Is this worse? Sun decided to come out. Okay, I was telling you about this. I have knit one of these before, which I gifted. I don't have it anymore, so I wanted to make another one for myself. It's made in color blocks. You make quite a big chunks, and it's getting wider all the time, and then you can wear it in many different ways, and it's really nice. I was planning to make one in Isager Alpaca 1, which is very fine yarn. It's how many meters? Yeah, 400 meters, 50 grams. So it's a lace weight. It's a true lace weight, and I was making it on tiny needles. I started with the first section. and it's a lot of knitting on small needles and a lot of stitches. I don't know. I really want the finished piece, but I'm not sure I want to knit it. And I almost regret gifting my first one, but I thought I can make another one, and I can. I don't know. Should this become my core knitting? Should I don't know. What should I do with it? Or my social knitting? It would be great as social knitting because you don't... Yeah. I really want a finished piece, but don't want to knit it. I have lovely colors, by the way, here. I bought 4 at first, and then I decided to... Then I found one more I liked, and now I have 5, and I could really skip one of these. Like, I don't have to use one of these. Woo! Look how lovely the colors are. I wanted it rather neutral, to be able to wear with anything. Not that neon shawl is not wearable with anything. You know me. I can do that. So I don't know. Still not frogging it, I guess. Maybe I should put the needles back in and try again. So there it is. It also needs a bigger bag, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Lovely bag by Bertie and Poppet, and I know what's inside, and it's not mine. It's not my WIP. It's my husband's WIP. Because he was working on something. He was working on a we couldn't decide, is it shawl, is it like a pot holder? It was supposed to be a pot holder, but he got excited. We were at the knit fest and he wanted to knit on something, so I think he has... Something happened here. There's a yarn over, there is... I don't know what happened here. But anyway, pink needles, very fitting. And he picked the bag. And I want this bag back for myself. I need to make him to finish his project, whatever this is. What if I would like seam it, felt it, and then it's a nice pot holder? It's in Finnish wool, so I could definitely felt it, non-superwash. So that's my husband's project. Do not count it in my WIPs. It's not mine. Okay, I'll put it in the WIP pile because I need to ask from him what he wants to do with it. Okay, let's go to the next one. Love this bag by Antler and Acorn. Not sure, do they still make bags? Haven't seen in a while. What's in here? Oh, I put my husband's unfinished Christmas socks in here. Yeah, one of them needs to be frogged because, well, I made the boo-boo with these and it's a horrible yarn mess because there is a little... the stitch count is different on these, so I need to frog one and restart it, and these have been lingering for at least 2 years, and I don't know why, because I messed up and then I just didn't have really time or energy to deal with that. But well, maybe next year he will get these. He has other Christmas socks, don't worry, he's not sockless. He has a lot of socks, more than he has feet, more than Octopus has feet. Not that Octopus has any feet, but you know. Yeah, so kind of frog and finish. I don't know which pile does it go. It needs to go to finish pile because, but I need to, yeah, let's put them there. Oh, next one. I'm not running out of energy. I'm just slightly frustrated with myself because little things like that, well, another sock, don't laugh, another sock, and this is lovely, and I don't know why I'm not working on it because it's a pressed flower sock by I have knit a shawl by her. The name will come to me, Amy Christophers. Thank you. It's a lovely sock. I'm knitting it in Zauberball, which has exploded in my bag, and Kremke Edelweiss Classic, which is a non-superwash woolly sock yarn. Very lovely. So I do want to finish these. I have lost my sock mojo, quite honestly. I lost it somewhere last year. It disappeared entirely. I did make the advent socks. I did. And yesterday I brought in my car. I'm looking for it. A bag with my car knitting, and it's socks that I also haven't touched for a while, and I actually started knitting on them yesterday. I'll find them. Where are you? You're here. The bag is by Wool Hobby, because the stuff inside, the yarn inside, is also by Wool Hobby. And the socks inside are by Nancy Wheeler. They are called Swiss Dot Shorties. I started them last year. I keep sneezing here because something is now itching my nose. So these have been my car knitting, and yesterday I picked them from the car and I started knitting on them, and I knit this much. This one just had a cuff yesterday, and now it has a heel, it has a bit of a foot. No, this one, shorter one. And there is not much left, and I felt like, oh, I maybe want to finish some socks. So I decided not to return these to the car, because anyway, it's winter. I have not done any car knitting since, I'm not sure, December probably last time. And I really want to finish these. These inspired me. So yarn is by lovely Linda from Wool Hobby. She dyed this for me. It was a set. It was a gift from her, with the big skein and then a mini skein. It's lovely and soft, and I'm making Swiss Dot Shorties by Nancy Wheeler. It's a lovely pattern. It's such a lovely pattern. I'll show. Look, there are little bumps. There are little dots, little Swiss dots. You know, like the fabric. You know, I'm not a sock knitter, but if I would need to recommend a great sock designer, Nancy is your gal. Her patterns are amazing, because I don't like overcomplicated socks. Like when you lace charts 3 patterns like this, all printed out and glued together. Like, I think socks need to be an easy knit. Now, sometimes you want something a bit more challenging, but to me, socks need to be an easy knit, that I would knit them at all. And I think Nancy's are like good vanilla with a twist. Like, there is always some interest on them, but they are still mindless enough. Like, you do a couple of repeats, and then you usually don't need to look at the pattern anymore, because, yeah, vanilla with a bit of interest. Like here, I don't need to look at the pattern. It's so intuitive, it's so fun. I had them in my car. No pattern here. No pattern in here. Didn't print anything. So yeah, very easy. And now I want to finish these, because these would be awesome for spring. They are little itty bitty shorties. Still quite long foot needs to be knit, because big feet. I'm wearing wool socks as well today. I'm wearing wool socks, leggings, linen dress, and a sweater, because it's chilly, and I'm sitting on the floor in front of a big window. So yeah, these I'm working on right now. Right now, these are my active WIP now again. So I'll put them here. This is Lento, by the way, my scrappy Lento. It's very nice and warm. I like to wear it around the house, and I have a matching sock in a DK. I like my DK socks. Yes, okay. Next one. Keep going, woman. Sophie is gonna be here very soon, and I need to finish before she comes here, because I can't let her into this mess. She will get overwhelmed. It's the last day before midterm. And yeah, I have one sick kid at home. Just a quick side note. but he's resting now, and it hasn't been the best week. But I'm trying to make it better by recording something positive, by getting inspired to finish things, and yeah. Okay, this was a birthday gift from a knitting friend. Hi Birgit, if you're watching. With lovely foxes. I have lots of bags with foxes. This one also has, sorry, rainbow zipper. It was important to show. Rainbow zipper. Love details like that. This one I want to finish because it's fun and it's semi scrappy. It's called Outside by Huggestrick. I have a pattern printed, black and white, sorry. It's this big cocoon cardigan that I'm making. I'm making it kind of scrappy. Do you see what's happening here? Do you see what's happening here? I don't know, I haven't worked on it for a while. I don't know why, it's absolutely lovely. Well, I know why, I stole mohair from here. I'm using one strand of very thin Erica Knight wool local, the thinner version, the light fingering, 450 meters, 100 grams, I think. And then I'm holding it together with all sorts of mohair scraps. I have just gathered random scraps. Sorry, it looks like that, but random scraps of mohair, teeny tiny bits that I hold together with that to make this beautiful fabric. It's just like a muted rainbow, marled muted rainbow, and this is one piece that I'm making now. I was making. I do want to work on it. Oh, now I got excited about it. It feels so nice with this non-superwash bouncy wool that's still quite thin, and then all the mohairs in the world. Okay, I want to work on it now. No, I have other things I need to finish before that, but this is going to my lovely finish it pile. Hold me accountable. I want to work on it this year. This year I need to work on it. Work on everything here. Okay. Ooh. Oh, sorry, my old my old crunchy knees don't like my sitting position. Alrighty. You know what's in here, right? You know what's in here? It's my beautiful Fungi sweater. This is gonna be finished very soon. Very soon. Okay. My lovely Fungi by Grey Owl Knits. Oh, sorry. Yarn Miss. My skein arrived. My little my little colorful skein arrived, so I can keep working on the sleeves now without fear of running out of yarn. Well, I knew I'm gonna run out of yarn, so this has been on hold for a while, but the body is finished. I'm currently working on both sleeves concurrently on 2 separate needles because of the yarn issue, but now I got one more little skein of spin cycle, and very expensive, and I don't need to worry about it anymore, but gonna be so worth it. Okay, fly there, little bird. Oh, wanna see another color work beast that I also started quite a few years ago, and I haven't finished it. It's my lovely Metsä Kukkii. I did work on it a bit last year, a bit. I started the sleeves. Oh, no, why? It was on a holder and the knot has untied, and oh, I had sleeves on holders. There is a sleeve and there is a sleeve, and I'm also working on them concurrently, and now I'm losing stitches because I don't know what happened. It's a lovely pattern by Finnish textile artist, fiber artist Sirkka Könönen. She's unfortunately no longer with us, but some of her patterns are still available. This one was published in Taito magazine some years ago. I have the magazine. I'm knitting it from the magazine. And then I also had a black and white copy, but I couldn't make sense of it. You know, where the colors are marked by symbols, and my brain cannot compute when we have dots and triangles and squares instead of colors. I was like, no. Luckily, they republished this pattern in a magazine. It's called Metsä Kukkii, which is like forest blooming, and it's absolutely lovely. I have done the body. I have done the neck. I did make modifications. The original one, it's an older pattern. I think it's from 80s or 90s. So it's knit in pieces. It has this opening, like floppy neck with buttons on the shoulder. It's knit in pieces and it's seamed together. And I'm not gonna do that because, come on, color work. Bottom up. I did make it bottom up though. I did make it bottom up, but I made it in the round. I made it in the round, so only this bit from here was knit flat. And that was like tolerable. More, I'm not ready. And the sleeves I picked up. I'm knitting them not separately, not flat, not bottom up. I reversed everything just to make it a bit more enjoyable. So here we are, and I really, really want to finish it. And I have promised myself that also. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do all these things that I keep promising myself, but let's keep optimistic. But this one has to be done before my garden season. I'm not gonna be gardening it, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna be sitting under the apple tree on my nice furniture and enjoying a cup of tea or coffee in it. And maybe knitting on something else. So that's why I call it my garden sweater. Not for gardening, for enjoying the garden when you're off the gardening. So yeah, this is amazing. And to keep it budget friendly, I'm drops charisma because it was the right thickness. There were also kits sold for it, but they were pricey because you need a ton of colors. And I think in a kit they came, I want to say, with 100 gram skeins or maybe 50 gram skeins. Anyway, there would be a lot of leftover. Yeah, so budget friendly, drops charisma. My own colors, yeah. But I tried to keep it in the same style. I have an original sweater by Sirkka Könönen with foxes that my lovely neighbor gifted me. We talked about it, and I have a book by Sirkka Könönen, not by her, about her work and her legacy. And Google her name, you will see her amazing pieces. And yeah, and the neighbor that lives next to my store, yeah, she has, I think, a couple of her sweaters that she bought from her shop in, I don't know, 80s, 90s. She's an older lady. She's been around knitting scene for way longer than I have. Okay, no, not that longer. We don't have that. She's not old enough to be my mom, I think. But she's retired. Or maybe, if she would be a young mom. Anyway, not important. I'm digressing. Stories. I'm telling you stories. So she gifted me, and I cried when I got that sweater. She gifted me her fox sweater. I've seen her wearing it, and I always compliment her on that. And it's a long sweater with foxes, original by Sirkka Könönen. And yeah, one day she came into, we always, when she was wearing it, we always started to talk about the work of Sirkka Könönen. And one day she comes into my store and just gifts me that sweater. She was like, sorry, yeah, like, I haven't washed it. You can wash it if you'd like, but here it is. I think you will enjoy it even more than I do. Like, I have had my fun with it, so it's your turn. And it was so precious. I cried. I honestly cried because, like, why would somebody... Anyway, the love that fiber people share, the crafty people share, and I treasure that sweater. I wear it on special occasions. I air it out. I air it out from time to time, and it's a work of art. It's a work of wearable art. So this one, it's not the same. It's not as... It is still special, but not as special than the original one. But I really want to finish it. That I can wear this one more. But yeah, I'll insert some footage of the fox sweater. Now I can't. I'm gonna cry. I need to put this away because it makes me very emotional. Knitting makes me emotional. Let's do something else. Let's do something else. Oh no, that's also emotional. Just like nope. Okay, let's do something less emotional. Lovely bag. It was a gift from a viewer. This bag is massive, so you can guess it's a blanket. It's a blanket inside. Lovely bag. Love the foxes. Love the size of it. Orange lining. And I have something fun in here. I don't know, did you spot that crazy yarn? I reorganized my yarn shelf. Got new bins. Got new bins for my scraps. We will talk about that later. So, I'm knitting in red... Not knitting. I'm crocheting in Red Heart Super Saver. Because of the color. You understand, right? And I started this last December. When plague hit this house and I couldn't do anything except crochet, I did these. You saw them during Vlogmas, and I don't think I have mentioned this after. I'm making these circles that will be turned into squares eventually. Yeah, just... You can see why I'm doing it. The color. I need to find the yarn that I want to use for joining them. I'm making them... The blanket by Naughty Crawl Crochet. Not sure on exact name. Some Hugga Burst something. I'll put it on the screen. It's lovely. I've been obsessed with it for years. That yarn has been sitting there also for quite a while. So now I decided to make it because at that point I only had one blanket on my hook. Now I happen to have four blankets on my hook. And I just recently saw a knit blanket that will make me emotional. But, well, let's leave it for the end. Okay, here I have a shawl by Melody Hoffman that was in Line magazine. That I'd started knitting in Plötöloppi, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. It is a very nice shawl. It's in, I think, 4 different colors of Plötöloppi, and you're building the gradient. The bag is by Kässäkerho Pom Pom. Unfortunately, the store is not there anymore, but I still have their bag. Yeah. Not sure which one is the right side, which one is the wrong side. Not that it matters, but it's like garter and lace, and then you're like ripping little bits of yarn and joining it together, you see, to blend the colors. I don't know. Maybe it would be... Plötöloppi would be... Yeah, it would be nice to have a shawl in Plötöloppi. But I'm undecided about this one. I can't reuse the yarn. The problem is that if I rip it out, that yarn is a goner. Because it's like little bits joined together, like spliced together. Felted together. Yeah, you get the idea. So I'm undecided what to do with it. To power through, try to finish it, or just let it go. Just let it go. But then I have a whole bunch of... It's there behind me. My Plötöloppi stack. there. I have a whole bunch of Plötöloppi that I don't know what to do with. Not that that's ever a problem. Okay, so... Oh, I threw it in the frog pile. That's decided then, I guess. No, not yet. Okay, let's do... Done that, done that. Okay, let's do something from the definite finish pile. Not gonna go into details. Hindelooper. My Hindelooper. 1 bit, 2 bits by Chris Knits. Oh, this has a lot of long story attached to it. If you want to hear it, watch a couple of older episodes. I'm talking about it a lot. Yes, it's a recent make, so I'm not gonna talk about it a lot. Okay, I have 1 loose stitch marker from somewhere. Next. Bag by my yak, but something else inside. I know what it is. Doesn't have needles in it because it was going to be frogged and restarted. It's handspun goat. I started a very simple triangular shawl from the corner up. But then what I decided to do, I have more of goat and it has a variation in color, you know, because of the natural fiber. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to frog this and then hold it double and then make like a very cozy, warm around the yard shawl that you can just throw on your shoulders and then maybe tie around. I wanted it really, really big and I wanted it thicker. This one is rather thin and airy, you can see through it. So this is going into frog pile and then maybe I would start it in a different manner, because now it's like from this corner and up, but I would start it from maybe middle and have like a increases down like the spine of the shawl. And yeah, I was thinking about that. You can even see here color variations. Not that I don't mind them, I just want to join more yarn to make it bigger. So I was thinking like marling it like with another. They are very similar in color. They come from the same goat but from different parts of the goat. I had raw fiber. My friend got me some. She bought for herself and then she got some for me, and it's long story. But it's handspun, and now this goes to the frog pile because I want to restart it eventually, not in a hurry. Okay, this is a very noisy bag because it holds all my pins. It's an old French supply bag. I got it before French supply was cool. And then they became controversial and not cool, I guess. But anyway, they still love the bag. They don't make them anymore. Oh, socks we have. Needles have been pulled out. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, here we are. These are actually fun. The color is fun. I made it. You can see. I was in a yellow violet phase a couple of years ago, and I knit a lot of things in this color combo, and I really like them. So I could probably finish them, maybe, or maybe make something else with this. But I do love the color. Let's not yet frog them. Sorry, very noisy bag with my pin collection on it. Okay, next. Oop, big basket. I think this one, sorry, has 2 projects in. One is very, it's cursed. It's slightly cursed. It's Anker's sweater by Petite Knit. And I have knit a few of those in my life. For myself, for the kids. Everybody, except my husband, has had an Anker sweater at one point or another. I think I just broke off the yarn. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I was almost done with it I think already a couple of years ago. Knitting it in Nutiden in beautiful color Önska, which was their birthday color a couple of years ago. Wasn't it? Has it been already a couple of years? Yes, and the first version was way too big on me. It was a tent. So I ripped it out and I restarted. Then I realized that I don't have enough yarn to make it in the ease I want. It's again a long story. Sorry. But it's called Finnish Knitting Stories. So in the end, I got more yarn. I managed to get more yarn by some miracle, which is up there. My knitted and stash is on top of this cubby, this cabinet, and I don't know. I never resumed working on it. I don't know why, because it would be lovely for the weather we're having right now. It's just the sleeves, and I have the sleeve balls right here because these are 2 frogged sleeves that were way too big. The color of this is amazing. I'm not sure, does the camera pick up all the variations in the color, but it has a lot of different specks of color. Very special color, and I would love this sweater. So this is going into WIP pile with big hope. Okay, then another thing. I actually have been working on this. This is the lovely Coorie In Poncho by Amy Palco that I'm making. The top part is it was very special fiber advent from Lake House Mood. Last which year? 2023, right? Yes, we're now in 25, so this was it from 23. I spun it up. I started knitting poncho. I knew I wouldn't have enough yarn. Then I was looking for a perfect yarn to do the bottom bit, because I want this for when sitting around the fire pit in summer, Finnish summer. You need a wool poncho in the evenings. And I couldn't find any suitable yarn, so in the end I just decided to use whatever I had. I had quite much of this. It's also handspun. It's my handspun, some of the first ones. That's why you can see the the rustic look and feel of it. It's Finnish sheep wool. It's very greasy, sticky lanolin-y, but it doesn't matter because all of these are also lovely, different sheep breeds. And I thought it would be nice to finish it with Finnish sheep wool. This one is actually from a meat sheep, and I got the wool for free from a lovely lady that was going to the spinning classes with me, so she just brought a giant sack and said, there you go. I'm not doing anything with it. Yeah, it's quite short fiber, but we spun it up, me and my friend, we spun. She also has this same thing, and I have fancy project bag. I have 3 more balls of it, and I thought of knitting all of it in here. You can see the color is probably lighter than I would have wanted. I was looking for more natural black, but this is like dark brown. I think it on camera it's lighter than in real life. There's less contrast between these, but well, it's just a cozy woolly poncho, so I decided to let it go and just use whatever I have and finish it. I have 3 balls of yarn to knit into it, and then I'm a happy camper with a new poncho. So this is definitely a finish. Okay, there. Let's talk about another large, very heavy, very heavy. You know what it is, right? Well, it's my Boucle Coat that kind of never happened. I'm still not losing hope that I could work on it a bit more. I started a Boucle outside coat. It's knit in how many strands? 2 strands of Let Loppi and 2 strands of Boucle, Merino Boucle undyed. So it's on giant needles, and I'm knitting it very tight. I was knitting it very tight, but unfortunately it's hurting my hands a lot. It's just my fingers start cramping, my wrists start hurting, my elbow starts hurting. I so want this as a finished object, but making it is giving me pain. I don't know. If I do a row a day, how many years would it take me to finish it? I can't do a lot of it at once because it gets painful very fast. But it would have been such an amazing thing. I have managed to get myself this far. Look, I even dropped it in the middle of the row. I'm in the middle of the row. I don't know. If I make a shorter coat, I wanted a really long, nice coat. Look at that texture. And it is quite heavy. It is a lot of yarn in here already because it needs to be weatherproof. I wasn't planning on putting a lining in, just this woolly thing. I already added the collar. It's standing up. And then I was thinking of either do a border or not even do a border, maybe add the hooks or snaps in there. I don't know. I had all these great plans about this coat, but it hurts. Could I eat it bit by bit, eat into it bit by bit? I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it a go. We'll see. But if I hurt my hands, I can't work on anything else. And then it's just bad altogether. Okay. Another big thing that doesn't hurt my hands, and that's definitely gonna be finished, is right here. In this paper basket. I have a paper basket there. And this is my This is my Kallias by Isabel Kramer. Lost the stitches. Oh, no. No, anyway. Knitted and held double. Absolutely lovely. Almost like a house coat. It's a long, cozy cardigan. I'm this far along. This is the back. And I'm gonna finish it. It's on my list before spring comes that I could wear it. It's absolutely lovely. I'm making mine long. In the pattern, it's a short cardigan, but one of the test knitters made a long version in this beautiful pink nutiden. I fell in love with it. I knew I needed the long version of it, and what color am I using? Is this Iver? I think this is Iver. There. So yeah, this one needs to be finished before spring comes. So what else do I have left? I have this one left. No, I have more than one. Don't worry. Okay. Bag by Bertie and Puppet. No surprises here. Lovely long one. Oh, this is also an oldie. And I think I would like to finish it. Oh, I'm trying to get my legs straight and crawl closer to you on my butt. Okay. It's one of those Shifty, the Shift, whatever, whichever is the sweater by Andrea Maury in some Highland wool zebra yarn in different colors. You know, when this was hot, like, I don't know what year. I'll put it on the screen if I can even remember the year. It's been a while. I don't know. I started, then I lost my steam on it completely, entirely. I don't know what happened, but there is a beginning of a sweater. I know if I rip it back, it would be very hard to figure out new project for this yarn, because I kind of think it's perfect. I have a base color, and then I'm using different contrast colors for the mosaic. It looks really nice, and it feels very nice and bouncy, and I would like to finish it. Again, don't know when. I need 2-3 yarn fairies to come help me in this workroom just to get through the things. Shall we do Finish It Friday or WIP Wednesday or something like that maybe this year? I'm not done yet. I have, I don't know, at least 5 more to go. I'm laughing at myself. I'm sorry. This is funny. Okay. another cardigan in Finnish sheep wool. Why? I don't know why. This is lovely. This is by Tiina Huhtaniemi. It's called Kannolla. Not a lot of projects on Instagram. No, on Ravelry. I don't know why. I think not a lot of people have knitted. I'm losing stitches because I pulled off the needles, just left the cables and no stoppers here. Don't ask why. I'm a mess. I'm a mess. It's gonna be in 2 colors. It's Yellow Villa Uhi. Don't ask why these colors. They don't look like me. But I wanted these colors, maybe to blend in the forest somewhere. Should have been green, but anyway, the bottom bit is in a different color, and I stopped because it was time to put in the pockets, the holes for the pockets, and then I don't know, it just didn't happen. But it would be a nice cardigan, and I think I would love it. So I should try. Wanna laugh at my project bag? It's a paper bag. It's a paper bag. It's a good project bag. It has a lot of yarn in it. Okay. Next. Oh, almost forgot this one. Again, my favorite summer bag by Bertie and Puppet. You will hear that a lot. No, not anymore. I think I'm almost done with Bertie and Puppet bags. Okay. Oh, yeah. This one. Alpine Bloom by Caitlin Hunter, of course. And not much left, honestly. I ran out of steam on it because I needed to do the boring bit, which was the body. I did the fun bit, which was the yoke. So I need to add the itty bitty sleeves and then just work on the body, and it's not even a lot of knitting. I don't know why I didn't finish it last summer, and then I just decided to leave it for next summer for some reason. Very low contrast. You can barely see what's happening there, but that's how I often like my things. Sometimes in more stark contrast and sometimes barely visible. It's there. The flowers are there. Okay, yeah, this is still hopeful finish. That one, this side is done, so only this that's in front of me, I think. Okay, next one. This is lovely. This is definitely going to be finished. I have even been working on it recently. It's the beautiful Turtle Dove by Melissa Clulow. No, how do you? On the screen. On the screen. Look at this. The fabric is absolutely lush. It's the lovely wool that I fell in love and bought in Porvoo last year from Saima's Spinnery, and I'm pairing it with Isager silk mohair just to tone down the yellowness of the wool a little bit, because I very quickly realized it's not my color. It's making me this alone. I wanted to knit it alone, but it's really too warm, and yeah. So I'm like making it more clean and crisp, I guess, a bit. It's still very natural looking, but I think I'm trying to get a bit cooler tone on it, which is I think working out pretty well. And this would be nice versatile cardigan in my wardrobe. Very lightweight, very loose gauge, big needles. Yeah, and I'm planning to knit it. I'm not sure about the length yet, but I think like mid length probably. So here we are. Another bag by the Knitter bag. This one has lovely sheep on it. It was a gift from a friend for my birthday. Hi Taija. So yeah, finish. This is still finish pile. We don't have that much in a frog pile, which is a good thing. Okay, guess what? I have 3 blankets. 4 blankets left, and that's it. Should we do the sad one or the happy one? I'm gonna mention it very quickly, not to cry. Okay, this is the blanket that I started when did I start it? I started it in 2022 when the full invasion happened. If you think that the war started in 2022, you're wrong. The war started in 2014. Yeah. In 2014 it started, and it was my coping blanket. It was my coping blanket. I started it from the yarn that my friend sent me as in a care package, and yeah. And then it got to the point when I couldn't work on it anymore, and I think maybe now I could. But there is again a lot of frustration because no offense to my American friends, but what the heck? Honestly, what the heck? The man representing your country is doing really terrible things. Just a quick side note about that. Do you know how we see it here in Europe? When you've been bullied, let's assume you've been bullied for years and beaten up, and you're there standing in front of a principal. You got new principal in school who said, "Oh, I'm gonna handle this bully situation." And then it's not even you. You're like not even invited to the meeting. But let's assume you are standing somewhere all beaten up with broken bones, and yeah. And then there's your bully, all smug and shiny. And the new principal tells that, "Oh, you're the bully, it's your fault. Give the bully whatever they want, and half of your lunch money you're giving to me now." So that's how we feel here. That's how it looks to the rest of the world. And I have a bubble of emotions. So yeah. Back to the blanket. Sorry, no more political stuff here. I think I should either bind it off and donate it, or maybe like, I don't know, try to make it a bit longer. And yeah, I still have yarn. I still have yarn from this set. I could work on it just to close my inner rage chapter. But it lives in a lovely bag by Bertie and Poppet. This is a very happy bag that actually Jill, this was a gift from Jill to me. I didn't buy this one, and I love it so much. So, okay, no more sad stuff. I got that for a moment out of my system. But just a little nugget of thought for you today. Just ask yourself, how do you feel about it? Like, not gonna talk about it anymore. This is a happy knitting channel. We grind the political thoughts on our free time. Yes, but the sore spot has been nibbled again. Yeah. And it feels like the world makes no sense, but let's go to a happier place. To a happier place of colorful blankets. I have 3 left, and that's actually it for today. So this is, oh my, I'm making a mess. I'm making a terrible mess here. This is the Linen Stitch Scrappy Blanket Crochet. I'm making it for my hubby, for his work van. He asked for one. I'm making one. Just using all kind of random bits and pieces. Looks very messy in this basket. It's spilling out. All kind of things here. Crocheting it. So that one, and then I have two more blankets, both crochet. Ooh. Let's start with this one. This is the Magnus Throw. That I was inspired by. Oh no, where's my hook? There's my hook. Good, I didn't lose the hook. I'm famous for losing hooks. I was inspired by Julia from Happy Knitting Podcast. I think I mentioned that last time. I have made a teeny bit of progress on it. here it is. It's a very happy, very nice, quite mindless blanket. And it's in a bag by the knither, by a knitter's suitcase. Lovely Daniela. It was a gift for me from her, and it's lovely. Ooh, squirrels on it. Okay, and then the last one. You're not gonna believe we're at the end. The last one. Here is part of it. There is part of it. It's my Battenberg by lovely Sandra Paul. Here's a corner of it. Then I'm trying to go along with it, and then I'm going down with, like, building the length first. No, the width, and then going down with it. I haven't worked on it for a while, up until this last week, when I have my boxes of squares. I have 2 boxes like this with squares. I'll show you my this week's pile. What I have done this week. Tada! Mini tada! That's my little pile from this week. I have 2 boxes like that. There is another one inside this mesh bag full of squares. I could maybe transfer them into one bigger box, maybe. Anyway, I've been working on colorful squares, and then I've been joining some, but not a lot. I need to cake up more of this white wool, merino wool. I think I don't have anything caked up to make more joining, because you're making the white square and then you're joining the colorful ones same time. It's a lovely free pattern by Sandra Cherry Hart. She has YouTube videos. I'll link everything down below. Yeah, so, and then I finished a few things. That's why you're not seeing them here, and you will see them in the next regular episode. I finished the cushion cover for my old IKEA chair, and that's where these colors are coming from. I'm using all the leftovers from that into, I'm crocheting them into Battenberg squares, because I didn't have any colors in my stash that I haven't already crocheted into squares, and now I got a whole bunch more from that. I first made a Christmas pillow, the advent thing I was working on, like making a square from each color, and then I made the cushion cover for my chair, and now I'm making Battenberg with the same yarn. So yeah, I'm going to be working on it. It's gonna be my probably scrappy Sunday project. So very happy. I'm missing one. I just realized I'm missing my social mindless shawl. I'm wondering, where is that? The till that I'm knitting in. What are you? No, are you? Oh, there it is. I thought I already showed this, but no, I realized, yes. Sorry, one more. Sorry. This is the till by whom? By Sonder Yarn and Co. Free pattern on Ravelry, and this is my social knitting. That's why it was sitting separately, and I brought it in, and I'm knitting it in. I bought this yarn to do the half and half triangles, but I decided not to do another one because I already made one. What are you? What are you? What are you? Linen quill. You're the lovely linen quill. That's what you are. And the till is also made in 2 colors. So this is half, and here is gonna be another half, and then you like fold it over, and then it's a double triangle, just longer and not so deep as the half and half triangles square. I've made 2 of those before, so I decided no, that's enough. That's enough for now. So I started this. I started this last year, and it's been my social knitting. Okay, now that's all. I hope I didn't forget anything. If you think I did, let me know. But most likely it's either finished or frogged already before. That if you don't see it, it's yes, either finished or frogged. I think I showed you all of the things that I have here in my craft room. Okay. So what do you think? More or less than last year? I'll do the count. What's your guess? 1, 2, 3. That's my number. That's my number. Yes. I have no idea. I haven't counted. I will know during the editing when I actually count them. But it's a lot of projects, but I'm not upset about it. I'm not stressed out about it. I would like to finish them eventually and frog some, and I'm not a monogamous knitter. I need to have a variety in my crafting life because my crafting depends on my mood, and sometimes I feel like certain projects and then it's just easy to go, and they usually sit there on top of that dresser all in line in the project bags. It's just easy to pick something up and yeah, something different when you feel like you need to scratch different part of the brain. So if you're a monogamous knitter, I'm sorry if I stressed you out by this. Or like if you have only a few projects at a time, I hope this is not too stressful for you. And I hope you still enjoyed. So I'm gonna commit on finishing something from this side of the room, and yeah, should we do WIP Wednesday, finish it Friday? Which one would be better? One of those definitely need to do this year. But thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed my little tour, my little WIP tour, WIP parade, and let me know your thoughts, comments, anything, and I will see you next time with the regular episode. So thank you, take care, heippa!